Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to Blood Moon Oracle. We are taking a look at November for Scorpio. Like, share, comment, subscribe if you're new to the page or you just haven't subscribed yet. If you feel led, of course, please consider. If you do, make sure you hit the bell so you'll be notified in case I go live or post new content. Scorpio, I hope you are enjoying your birthday. Let's see what November holds for you. What do you have to be thankful for in November? What is it that you have to be thankful for in November? I really don't feel like we have to wait until a certain time of the year to be thankful, like all year long, right? We have every opportunity, first thing when we get up in the morning, to be thankful. But we're just asking, like, what good things are happening in November for you that may actually cause a little bit of extra thankfulness, you know? Let's see. Let's see for Scorpio. Okay. So we have the Spiral Dancer, the Swan Queen, High Lord of Love and Companion, the Fire Prince, and the High Lord of Gratitude and Service. So first off, November could definitely be a month where you are possibly having a change in how you do things. For some of you, you may be recognizing that it's not going to be like a straight line from A to B. If you have a vision or working towards a destination, like there's going to be twists and turns in there. So November may consist of some twists, some unexpected turns. You may, in fact, be invited to be a little bit creative, like with what comes up here in the month of November. Some level of change, I feel like it's going to be coming in November. May not be announced, but it's going to provide an opportunity possibly to change your perception of something. It could be someone, right? But the Spiral Dancer brings in that energy of the unexpected. And so November could definitely hold that energy of having unexpected events arise. Also the Queen, the Swan Queen, I do feel like you'll be dealing with the energy of creativity, manifestation, intuition, and patience. If there are things that you're working on, November can definitely be a month that may bring in opportunities to trust, right? To be patient, to work on yourself as you're waiting for these things to come in. It feels very focused, especially within intuition, right? There could be things that are going to be brought to your attention as you're waiting on these things. An opportunity, while we wait, it's a perfect time to do other things, like prepare for what you're waiting on, or work on some things that could be perfected while you're working, right? It's going to give you an excellent opportunity this month as you are manifesting and waiting on those manifestations to come to life, to actually do other things, to prepare to receive that, whatever that is. I do feel like it could have something to do with some level of focus on self. I'm hearing that specifically. So there could be some things that you are working on intentionally during the month of November that is going to benefit you, right? When it comes to the manifestations that you're bringing in for yourself, that may be part of the focus for November. Just the fact that you can even be aware of these things is a huge plus, right? Definitely something to be thankful for. These things could be coming to light for you, for many of you. The High Lady of Love and Compassion. I do feel like there's a level of um, love that you'll receive and consideration, right? This is talking about reverence. So there's going to be possibly some attention, right, that you're going to give or that you're going to get this month. And it's just nice to be nice sometimes, and also understanding that what we sow, we also get the opportunity to reap. And so you may have opportunities to sow kindness this month just because you can. Spirit may be inviting you to be in that energy of looking for people to be kind to, looking for opportunities to give of yourself or just do something nice for someone else. And I feel like that's in a way that you understand that that's also what will be reciprocated back to you, right? This may be a time of sowing even. I'm hearing that too. This may very well be a season of just sowing and starting to store up, for yourself in that way. Because everything that we do out of the goodness of our heart, we get that back, no doubt. That's the law of the universe. And so with that intention in mind, not that we want to do just to give back, but it's just nice to be nice. Like this could be a season for you where you're positioned and you have more than enough, and you're able to give, and so you're going to be thankful that you're in a position. Maybe this month is going to lend your ability to be the lender and not the borrower too, And so this month, I feel like there's going to be lots of focus around being compassionate, however that comes in, however that looks, and dealing with the energy of love. What does that mean? Love is an action word, right? It's not just something that we say, but it's something that we do. Okay, not out of obligation, but it's because, it's within us to do it. And so this may be a time of the year where you're just a little bit kinder, that's not unheard of. Sometimes when we come to the end of the year, there is this spirit of the expected energy of gratitude and alms, just being more, there's something. I'm not sure about last year. Last year seemed a little bit sterile, but usually when we come to the end of the year, there is that special energy that's cultivated because of the holidays, right? It's pretty interesting how the energy changes at the end of the year and how everyone sometimes comes on the same page, right? When it comes to giving and being just a little bit more kinder. And so you may find yourself in that energy this month, or just being grateful that you're positioned to be able to be in that energy. The Fire Prince is the energy of being positive, like seeing the bright side of things, being on that side of things, right? You may, in fact, find yourself being very thankful for being fortunate in areas where you are, where you're able to see the cup half full instead of half empty, looking at things very optimistically, and also possibly taking the opportunity to release aggression if there is any. The Fire Prince talks about this very passionate energy. And so I do feel like we're talking about how we're looking at things, right? It may be that you're standing in the energy of being thankful that you are able to release things and forgive people, right? Because a lot of things don't have anything to do with us. Like when people do things, even though they may in fact sometimes do it out of I'm going to use the word hateful, right? Still, it doesn't have anything to do with us. It has more to do with them than it does us. And with understanding that and being able to look at it from that perspective, right? That's looking at the bright side of a situation where it makes it easier to choose compassion as opposed to looking at it as an aggression, And so this particular time in this month may be one where you're able to direct that passion, right? Passion can lead us into anger, just like it could lead us into love, right? And so you may be thankful for being able to direct that passion more intentionally this month. There may be things that you're releasing this month, things that'll come through and just you're able to just walk through the fire without being burned, right? Because of how you're looking at things. You're choosing to look at the bright side. And that also is going to be a win because it points to our growth. It points to our maturity and where we've come from, right? Because truth be told, a lot of stuff that we deal with later in life is stuff that would get a whole different response, right? Even a year ago, right? It could have been a whole different response than it is now. And so there's a level of optimism in how you're looking at things and how you're now able to deal with them. I feel like that's part of what you'll have an opportunity to be thankful for this month, Scorpio. And then we have the High Lord of Gratitude and Service. And this is being in a position again of being able to intentionally bring yourself to a place of being useful to others. This almost feels like the energy of a teacher, of a divine teacher, very humble energy, very selfless energy, and, coming from a place of love, a place of divinity, a place of kind of like ascended master energy, a place of learned intention, choosing to be in this energy, to be of service, right? It's very high frequency energy, Scorpio. I like this. And so there's some ascension, I feel like overall, that you will be encountering in the month of November. Some ascension that you'll be encountering that's going to actually, take you up. It's going to take you up. And again, it feels like being more concerned about others this month in ways that, maybe you're able to. There's some level of, or some frequency that you'll be on this month that's going to place you in that energy where you're going to be like really intending and focused on service this month. And you're going to be glad about it too. This is going to be fulfilling for your heart. And it's going to be good, Scorpio. I feel like this is going to make you really fulfilled. Okay, very useful this month. I'm just pulling my tarot just to find out more energy this month that is going to actually be place you in the energy of thankfulness and gratitude. That's the focus of this reading. What type of things are you going to be thankful for this month? All right, and so we have the Five of Wands, the Two of Pentacles, and the Knight of Cups for you. The Five of Wands, the Two of Pentacles, and the Knight of Cups for you. So I'm seeing that you've come from possibly a place in the past, like where you were dealing with frustrations around possibly business, around possibly money, where there's a lot of conflict around that with the Five of Wands. And it could possibly be around the idea of dealing with situations where money was held in very high regard, right? Possibly even over integrity, and you could have been dealing with possible energies of that sort, Scorpio. And I see like some level of hindrance around that in the past. Difficulties, even possibly thinking when it comes to money that it's all about competition, instead of the opposite, which would be working together to make things happen. I see in the past you've possibly dealt with energies like that, that was more concerned with power as opposed to responsibility, things like that. It could have provided some difficulties in working with people or moving forward in a situation. I do see, though, currently you could definitely be in an energy of confronting those difficulties and moving past those difficulties by even recognizing yourself and your power. You could be moving away from all that old energy. You could be resolving within yourself to just set a different precedence altogether, right? As difficult as it is, sometimes there's seasons that we go through where it's more beneficial to be and to walk alone. That may be like a season that you're in right now. For others of you, you could be going through, as it pertains to relationships, possibly even considering remarrying while also dealing with the old energy of the old marriage. And it's causing just a little bit of conflict. And so there's some part in there where you are seeing yourself and dealing with that as an independent energy. Right. And I'm also seeing that for someone, you may be receiving some type of message here, a letter. Someone may be receiving a letter soon with important information in it. As you move forward, though, I'm seeing you move forward with someone who is going to be of great value for you. This person has a lot of good advice. This person is possibly going to be able to show you some things, right? Show you some or guide you in different ways. With the King of Cups, this person is very valuable to you in some type of way. This could represent someone from your family or someone who will be your family, someone who is very abundant, right? And we're not just talking money, but this person has a lot to offer. Has a lot to offer, I see in the future here. I do see some challenges though this month around you working with people possibly and trying to get them to see things in a different way. And it's been a struggle. It's like pulling teeth. You're working with people that possibly have strongholds, right? And they're just not getting it. They're not, you're attempting to help them to move forward or to free them from some type of mindset possibly. But there's a lot of difficult energy is a great way that I'm going to say it, that makes your job very difficult this month. Whoever it is that you're working with could definitely be giving some complicated energy, right? Whatever it is that you do, you could be someone who works with energy. You could be someone who definitely creates, right? And when I say create, I mean you work with people in a way that create new circumstances for people, right? But there could be something or someone that you're working with this month that's going to give you a run for your money. They're going to give you a good challenge, okay? As it's all said and done, this month, I do feel like you're going to actually end up learning something or even reflecting back to past experiences. And if those things are still very much in the way of you moving forward, I feel like there's going to be a overcoming of those things. There's some things this month that's going to be very nostalgic. It's going to bring up things. It's going to possibly have you go back and remember some things, but it's in light of moving past them and finally resolving them. So I feel like there is definitely going to be a peace that you'll end with this month, a very peaceful disposition when it's all said and done. Yeah. For some of you, you could end up traveling this month. Yeah, some of you may end up traveling this month. Some of you may find yourself in very independent energy this month and loving it, right? You didn't know that spending time alone could be so wonderful. Okay, you're going to be loving it this month, but I do see lots of movement, lots of energy, lots of travel. I do see that. And so that's what I am getting for you, Scorpio. Let me see any other advice that Spirit may have for you for the month of November. Let's see. Any other advice for Scorpio in the month of September? By the time this month is over, you are going to have any difficulties that you're dealing with, you'll have it down like the back of your hand, Scorpio. You'll be very familiar with it, okay? For some of you, you guys may end up having reunions with people from your past as well. You may be traveling home. For some of you, it is holiday season. Some of you will be traveling home. Some of you will be receiving gifts this month, unexpected gifts. This feels like a very healing month for you, Scorpio. Any other advice? always dropping cards. Okay, so the card that dropped was the Hermit. Okay. As I was just talking about you all, some of you being in very independent energy this month. We're going to take a look at what Spirit could be encouraging you with when it comes to the Hermit. Any other advice for Scorpio, Spirit? Let's see. Any other advice for Scorpio? So we have the Hermit, we have the Death, and we have the Hangman. Very interesting. Okay. Okay, so in the Hermit, the Death, and the Hangman, in the advice, I feel like Spirit is definitely bringing up the fact that some of you may have been in disconnection for a while, and it may be time to reconnect, right? There may be things that you laid down. November may be a time where Spirit is wanting you to reconnect with those things, right? The Hermit is pulled back and on this solitude journey, but it's not forever. It's just for a specific amount of time. So if you've already been in that energy of the Hermit, Spirit may be calling you back into the fold to reconnect with those things that you set down. For those of you that haven't been in that energy, this may be a call to that energy, right? To go into solitude, to seek a deeper level of connection and wisdom as you move forward, and guidance. And many times I do feel like for some of you, you'll come back, you'll come out with something, with like a changed, something for the people. That's what I'm hearing. You'll come back with something that's needed for the people. The Death offers a bit of change, right? A bit of change. And so there could be things that are transforming for you. There could be things that you're going to be releasing, right? The devil talks about transformation, letting go, releasing things. And so I feel like Spirit is bringing up a time in November where there is going to be some change. And there are going to be some things that will no longer seem useful to you. Maybe people too, right? But the Death brings in that transformation. There's something that's going to be cut off is what I'm hearing. In this picture, we have this figure here that's holding a sickle, right? And the sickle is representative of something that chops down, right? It chops down. And part of what's being chopped down many times will be thrown into the fire, the part that's not usable, right? And so it's almost like that energy. There's going to be things that are going to be removed. Okay. And Spirit's saying this is possibly a season of removal for you, with things, with people that no longer serve a purpose. With the Hangman, Spirit is guiding you possibly to stop. I almost feel like Spirit is saying not to react. You've transcended over whatever issues may arise where you normally would react to it, and it may be a big deal. Well, because you have reached a level of growth, right? You're no longer needing to react to it because you've transcended whatever this is that's going to possibly come in and draw your attention or want to draw some type of reaction from you. The Hangman is normally an energy that is drawn into stasis, right? It's drawn into stillness. And many times it's around being willing to give up something, some type of self-sacrifice as well. But in this case, I feel like this is pointing to Spirit, just letting you know that Spirit is saying you're bigger than that now, right? You've transcended the energy, and you no longer need to give it a reaction with the hangman. Whatever that thing is that's going to tempt you to, and I feel like the fire prince was that energy I was talking about choosing your response, right? That passion, that fiery energy that you'll be carrying, and that you'll also have the opportunity to direct in the way that you choose, right? The choice is yours, how you direct that passion. And I feel like Spirit is guiding you or advising you to understand that you are above that now. You're above that now, Scorpio. Okay, so that's the advice coming in with the Hermit, the Death card, and the Hangman, all major arcana. Okay, and whenever I get a spread that has all major arcana, for me, that means Spirit is very much directing. Spirit very much has his hand in this. And so you can rest assured that Spirit is saying something here. Okay. And for November, that is for you, Scorpio. We're looking at things that you can definitely be thankful about. Okay. All of this is for you. Thank you so much for stopping by. Like, share, comment if it resonated. Let me know. Talk to me. Okay. Subscribe if you have not. If you like this video, I'm going to post another video up here. Let me know how you liked it. Click on that one. See if you like that one as well. So much, for you all coming here. We have what we call the encouragement of the day that's released daily. Usually I just try to tap into the energies and see what Spirit is saying. Go and take a look at all of the different content options you have on the page. Okay, if you're new here. It's all for you. Okay. Thank you, Scorpio, for stopping by. Until next time, it has been Blood Moon Oracle. Okay. This is for you, Scorpio. Enjoy November. It's a beautiful month. Bye.